It's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rumors that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones of holly suggestions that obliterates and camouflage the folly. Attempt a mental robbery, executed sloppily. The poppers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.
So eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful. Friends, welcome to a somewhat impromptu meditation today that we're going to do. I wanted to do this meditation today for everybody because I was inspired to the other night, and it was brought to me and that it would be a good practice for all of us to create wealth and abundance for ourselves and also the whole world, which is exciting. So there's that. And I also want you to start thinking already for this meditation today what you're going to manifest for yourself outside of what you might consider abundance or wealth to look like. So if you have any physical healing that you need, mental, relaxation or focus that you need, any emotional upliftment, and anything like that, then keep those things in mind too. And if you have people around you who are suffering and they may need a little boost, then we can also have that intention too. So just start to think about those things. And I wanted to say that, let me see what's going on here. Something weird's going on here. Weird. All right, well, if you're chatting on YouTube or anywhere else, I can't see you. But if you want to hop over to Rockfin, I can. And I see False Reality Check is with us this morning, as well as a good amount of people. Wow, that's exciting. Quiet Queerist is here as well. So I was very unplanned, so I wasn't necessarily expecting you guys, but I'm super stoked that you're here. And this will stay up, recorded for anybody who wants to practice. You don't have to do it live with us, although I think that is more fun. I think you get into it a little deeper. I think our field is a little bit stronger live. So we know we have no boundaries in space and time, and it will still be effective forever. But it's nice to be live. So I'm glad you guys are here. I also want to point out I do lead meditations twice a week. We do Sundays and Thursdays in December so far. We're doing Sundays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Mountain, and you can grab that subscription, that membership, if you will, and it's good for a month. So no matter when you grab it, you're good for a whole month from that point. You do 2 a week with us, and it's just like this. If you can't make it live, you're fine, and you just catch the recording afterwards anytime that you can do it. People say, things such as that they could never meditate. They never felt like they could meditate. They always tried and failed. And that in these meditations, they do feel like they go deeper and can get connected, and that they feel really powerful about that. And I say, these are source guided meditations. I don't just sit down and try to brainstorm. They come to me. And so I know that part of that is because it is source guided. You're invited by source to come deeper. And so you're supported in that by a higher level energy. And then I also know that because we do them together, our group energy just makes it easier. It just does. It's more powerful in a group. Where 2 or more gather in my name, there I am. That's the truth. So we're creating this field together, and we're creating this energy together, and it's just easier together. So if you want to be a part of that, either because you feel like you have a harder time meditating, maybe you want to just hold yourself accountable because it's been a goal of yours and you'd like to do it more frequently. Maybe you want to learn new meditations. There's a lot of skills and types of meditation that I'm guided to lead people in. So, even if you meditate before, maybe you'll grab some new things, or whether you're just super practiced and you just want to come join a group because it's fun to be with other people meditating. There's all kinds of reasons to do it. So if you're into it, go to rogueways.org and hop over to, monthly meditation subscriptions and just join us anytime you want. So I've said all that. I know I've brought it up. What's up, Randy and Courtney, Alex in the chat, and Joey? Nice to see you all. Joey, you're going to get 2 meditations today. Actually, Randy and Courtney, a lot of you are going to get more than 1 because we're doing our membership meditation tonight too. So this is a boost for everybody. Okay. I feel like I was going to say some other things, but we'll just get into it and go for it. Today, specifically, the past few days, there's an alignment going on astrologically, and let me show it to you. This is part of what we're going to be tapping into / transforming, using to transform. And Hold on. Let me make sure I can even do this. That wasn't it. They normally don't show my screen on these, so I think it's... There we go. It's coming, I promise. It's just going to be weird for a second. Here we go. So this is the alignment that we're seeing since the 10th and into tonight as well. So some moons of various planets. We've got Sirius, we've got Uranus, Neptune, Pallas, one of its moons, Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus, all lining up along with the moon the other night was really well lined up with them as well. And they're and so all those energies just look like shoo, right across the sky like that if you're going to look up at them. So alignments are significant to me. They've often synchronistically popped up in my life at times of transformation. And so that's part of why I was called to lead this meditation today. But there's also a specific connection for whatever reason. And if anyone out there has the esoteric insight into why this might be aligned with this, I was guided to connect them. And the there's an Israeli war game going on where they're simulating the crash of financial systems and markets around the world via cyber attack. And if you're a fan of this channel, you know that is most likely meant to go live if it isn't already going live and become an actual lived experience of market collapse and crash. And so what we're going to do today in our meditation is both manifest for ourselves and our loved ones some goodness, some abundance, and tap into that source energy that we can allow to flow into us and through us into this plane. We're also going to intentionally see whatever collapse they're orchestrating as turning towards our benefit. We know that miracles happen all day, every day, and we know that their plans often are using energies exactly like these, alignments like these, numerology, astrology, all these other things to pull off their dark magic, and we're going to use the same energies to pull off our bright magic. So we get a little bit of both today, the internal and the external, as above, as so below, and that truth that when we really transform inside of ourselves, we are transforming the world. So we're tying it all together in this meditation today. Oh, and it's an 11-day today, of course. So that's also nice. Good. So we can use that 11-day energy to also transmute and create. I'm glad Andy had some good mushrooms last night and still hasn't slept yet. So you're in the perfect place to meditate. This is awesome. All right, so we're going to get started here. And so whatever meditation looks like to you, everybody's a little bit different. And I always like to say there's really no wrong way. There's some ways that are more effective for you and some that are less effective for you. And that can change over time too. So you may want to try on some new things and just see how they feel. But for me, especially when I'm seated meditating like this in a chair, I like to have my feet flat on the ground. Someday I'm going to get one of those chairs that you can sit cross-legged in really comfortably, and that's going to be rad. But today, we're just seated here. I'm seated. You might be lying down. That's totally fine. You can lie back. Just be safe, on your surroundings. You know what you're doing. You could be walking with your eyes open and participate in this meditation. There's no limits. But I'm seated. I have my feet flat on the ground just for balance and for some grounding. I have my body free, so there's nothing just kind of like holding or pushing on my legs or my feet. They're just allowed to be where they would like to be. My arms and shoulders, just kind of shake them maybe and loosen them up. My hands, mine are personally sitting on my thighs, and sometimes I hold them on my abdomen, which is a nice, really powerful, grounded, energetic place to have your energy flow. Wherever your hands are, the idea is that's where energy flows most. So you could also say, oh, you know what? My lower back hurts really bad. I'm going to keep my hands back there for this meditation, if that's comfortable. And you can send some energy there. So you could also choose a spot that specifically needs some support. It's also nice to keep a hand or two hands on your heart. Your heart has this vast energetic opening when you let it. And so you can support that and bring healing to your emotional self as well. So you can do anything that feels comfortable to you, and you're just getting settled and relaxed, and you may shake and wiggle a little bit to let some energy out. I keep my eyes closed. It's just easier for me to visualize, to receive messages, and to understand, to focus. Some people keep their eyes open because it's just more comfortable and they can do all those things just fine. Or they don't want to do those things as deeply, which is also okay. And we breathe through our nose if we can. If your nose is clear, it is best to breathe through your nose. You bring in light, prana, life force, orgone, chi, whatever you like to call it, every breath in, whether you're paying attention to that or not. And when you come to meditation like this, you are paying attention to that. So you're watching and feeling the light come in with each breath as you breathe through your nose. And out through your nose as well, if it's comfortable. Sometimes when you start a meditation like this, you realize you have way too much energy and it feels like you can't breathe in as deeply and like you have too much to breathe out. And so you can breathe in through your nose and just push out through your mouth. Like a burst of energy is leaving you because sometimes you just need to discharge. So if you have that, you can just feel free to breathe out through your mouth a couple times until it's all settled. And when you breathe in through your nose and you see that light coming in, you see it come right down into your abdomen, your belly, because your belly expands with your breath. We don't do this chest breathing, fear breathing. That's not what we do. That's shallow and it's constrained. We breathe deep into our belly. And our belly expands. And when we breathe out fully without pushing or clenching or force. We breathe in smoothly and the light flows down and fills our belly. And we breathe out fully. We breathe in and that light is gathering in our belly and gathering in our belly and just brightening and growing with every breath. And when we breathe out through our nose, it does not leave us the light. The light only gathers within us. We breathe in and that light ball in our belly grows, and we breathe out and it brightens. We breathe in prana and love, and it grows and gathers in our belly. And we breathe out and we brighten. And that brightening when we breathe out means that when we breathe in all that light, and it gathers and grows, it pushes out and detaches so that we can let go of darkness. Anything that's just ready to let go. The light comes in and grows, and all that darkness has no more space to be with us, and it's ready to go, so we just breathe it out. We can breathe in that deep light and watch it trickling down into our legs, all the way down into our toes. With each deep breath in, it's going further into our legs. And then we breathe out any attachment or detritus or garbage or just old ways of being or injuries. They're all darkness, and with our legs and toes filled with light like this, when we breathe out, it all just leaves. We breathe in that light deep in our belly, and it fills our whole abdomen. Each deep breath, it fills with light from our pelvis to our shoulders, and there's no room for the darkness, so we let it go. Each breath out. Breathe in light. Swirls and grows, and we breathe out. Anything ready to go. We breathe in that light. So bright and warm, and it fills from our shoulders down to our arms and into our fingertips with each deep breath in. And then we breathe out, release anything meant to go. The light comes in our deep belly breaths and fills to our fingertips, and what no longer belongs to us leaves on our out breath. You breathe in that bright light and it starts to fill all the way up through our throat, our head. Every breath in, it's burning in our belly, but filling all the way up, all the way to the top. And it grows and grows with each breath, and anything meant to go leaves on our exhale. We fill with light all the way to our head, and what no longer serves us leaves as we exhale. We are filled now with this light, and in gratitude and love we can feel it filling our whole body, every breath in growing and every breath out brightening. And that love comes all the way from Source, which is actually right here. Always has been. We are embraced by it, filled by it. We look up from where we are sitting in our mind's eye, and we see the sky on this beautiful 11 day. Holds so many good properties for us. It's a magical day. And Source is just oozing to give us this energy to manifest, and it's shooting it just like an arrow all through the solar system and straight to our heart. Only what's good, true, and beautiful coming straight from Source to our heart in this alignment that we see in the sky. Uranus, Neptune, Venus, and all the moons, including our moon. Just like an arrow, and each one carries its own blessing of expansion and love and grounding and stability and order and deep, deep emotion. It comes through the line, each one brightening and coming straight down to us and into our hearts, and all that's good, true, and beautiful from those energies we accept and connect with, and it fills our being. That light that we already had embracing and swirling just explodes. It's multicolored, beautiful energy all around, through, and within us. And all that energy is coming through you, you can let it come to all the places that you are growing. Where in your body are you healing and transforming? Guide that arrow of energy and all the bursting light around you to that space. And heal, heal, heal that place. energy is just flowing right into wherever you're directing it right now in your body. And even to some places that you didn't know needed it. And you're just letting it heal you. And you feel gratitude and love. And you accept it in return. Anything that is not of you or source vibration leaves, and your healing continues beyond this moment until the moment that exists right now where you're already healed in love. And that energy is just bursting and swirling like electricity all around you. And you bring it now to the place in your mind where you are creating for yourself understanding, clarity, calm, rational, whatever your mind is creating for you, whatever you're transforming on the mental level, whatever you're inviting in. Just like an electric charge brought you all those gifts you're creating, you can see them come right down that line of planets into your heart and straight to that place. You can just watch it form and transform. And anything that was torn down in the building that no longer serves you is released. Brought straight down and grounded out by this light that is gifting you so much right now. And in your heart, it is opening, that love and that gratitude. And that energy is also bringing you your emotional wellness. Anything that needs transforming is transforming now. You can see that emotional struggle that you've been having, that emotional burden, that fear, that anger, that sadness, that grief, whatever you've been carrying and the situations attached to it, all of this energy is just shooting from that arrow straight into you and into all the transformation of all those situations. That was a big one. And bring that transformation deep into your heart and find all that doesn't serve you anymore. In darkness it sits, and that light comes in and releases it. All that energy just swirls it right out. And you just let it go. It's carried straight down to the ground. And you are surrounded and filled with that light in your emotional body. And now our abundance is calling for us to see it more clearly in all of this illumination. And whatever black squares and cubes of fear or lack or the illusion of scarcity that exist in your abundance, every single one will begin to crumble as this electric arc straight from source down to us through our heart, shoots into every one of those and destroys every black cube of fear and scarcity. They are released, and in their place are these beautiful interconnecting bubbles. This electric arc has brought us this analog, interconnected, spiraling golden energy that has always been here and always will. And it is the material abundance that we're already connected to. And there are no more cubes to block them. And they're falling around you in golden circles like coins. Interconnected circular bubble coins falling all around you, and that is your abundance. And it is material, and you can scoop them up, you can take them in, or you can just let them fall around you and know that they're already yours. All around you is nothing but abundance, and it looks all sorts of ways. It comes as money, it comes as goods, it comes as services, it comes as objects and things that just come and fall into your lap, and that you can always access and create more and more and more of. There is no end to this energy, or these bubbles of gold and light all around you. All around you. And we look now beyond ourselves and our light-filled, bubble-strewn circle of light created by this alignment on this special day. We see around us there are many more black cubes. So many minds around us do not see the truth. And we see these black cubes all around the whole world. And you keep looking, you see more and more and more. And now is the time for those black cubes to fall away. And you get to take a part in their destruction. You have this arcing light of alignment from Source coming straight through you and already creating so much within you. And now you are going to allow it to flow through you into the rest of the world. And you can see it coming from you like an electric bolt. And everywhere you look to see a black cube, that bolt also looks and destroys it and replaces it with those golden bubbles of interlocking circles. Just like a game. You can look and every black cube you see anywhere around you disappears and is replaced with this light. It is endless. It is connected to every source of light on this planet, which is every soul, every person, every plant, every animal, every consciousness. And all of them have access as well. The bubbles of light you are creating, you're sending in place of every falling, crumbling, shattering black cube is for everybody on the planet. And when so many of us know this truth and create this much light, it can never be destroyed or forgotten. You breathe deep in that light that flows straight through you and all around the world. And with this many portals, allowing this much energy through, soon you look and you see there is not a single cube left. The world is surrounded and inundated with these golden, interconnected bubbles of light. There is nothing but flowing energy, infinite potential, endless abundance. That is all there is. And that is all there will ever be. You feel joy, gratitude, and love at how much goodness in truth there is in this beauty. And that source has only come through you. It has taken nothing from you, and it has left you with great gifts of your own, in your abundance, in your emotional wellness, in your mental stability and clarity, and in your physical health. And you can give love to every planet of the alignment that brought this energy striking down to our planet today. You can give love to the source that birthed it all and supplied that channel. You can give love and gratitude to yourself for creating so much for so many and for yourself. And you can breathe deep in that light that still grows in your belly and always will. And breathe out one last release of anything that's meant to go. And you take with you from here everything that's good, true, and beautiful, and carry it with you from now till forever. And one more deep breath of light, and you can start to come back from wherever you went on your journey. That was excellent for me, and hopefully for you as well. Yeah, so that was powerful. I'm sorry, YouTube people. I see that you're there. I just cannot see your chats for whatever reason today. It's not working. So I send you my love. I'm glad that you've joined. All of you on Rockfin as well. Again, we do these meditations twice a week. There'll be one tonight. If you were to come join the monthly meditation memberships today, you would already have another meditation tonight that you could either come and join live at 5 p.m. Mountain, or you can save for maybe tomorrow or the next day, or both, because they are then accessible to you as a recording afterwards. So come and join us twice a week. They're very powerful, just like this one was. They're always different. Anyone who's been meditating for the past month and a half or so with me will tell you that we have done nothing like the one we did today. And, there's always similarities, but they're always new because, again, these are channeled from Source to you, and they're a gift to you from Source. So I'm so grateful that I am able to be here helping to channel that through to people and create so much brightness and light on this plane. And I will just say, I think there's 5 spots left at the One Day of Brightness event, which is next Sunday. It's 1 week from today. I am so excited. If you like this meditation, you'll love One Day of Brightness. It's a full day. It's myself, Catherine O'Shea, Noriana Diesel, and Phoenix Aurelius in a day of brightening, practice, upliftment, learning, and all sorts of goodness. There's always giveaways and prizes, and it's just a super celebratory, high energy day, and it's in connection with the energy of the solstice, channeling that energy in and really rooting it in us. And just like we did today, we're often, also doing some transmuting of some other plans that some people had. And that we're just as powerful, if not more powerful than them, because we're not attached to evil entities that suck us dry. So we still have straight up source flowing through us. And that makes everything you've done today exceptionally powerful in creating for your own life and your own wellness, and also for the whole world. So thanks for being the light amidst the darkness. And if you would like to continue that and deepen it, One Day of Brightness is a great option. The monthly meditation memberships are a fantastic option. And the best option, if you're really called to a higher spiritual level and presence in the world, is Brighter You, the 6-week course. I may talk about it in depth tonight because the show I was going to do has not panned out. And so it might be tonight that I share more deeply about what Brighter You is really about and what we did together and how it went and how people felt about it. So that or something else will be tonight. And I will see you at 7 p.m. Mountain. And if you're in the meditation membership, I will see you at 5 p.m. Mountain. So blessings to you all. Much love. Thank you for being here today. And I will see you later. All right. Travel well. Aim for balance. And always look inside first. Mwah.
Glued to them screens, it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rumors that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones of holly. Suggestions that obliterate to camouflage the folly. Attempt a mental robbery, executed softly. The hypocrisy, this mockery, and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.